We are live, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a while, so I'm glad we are back for this Monday night football Cowboys Chargers watch party. Should be a good one. I'm expecting a lot of offense. For those of you at home that care about it, Cowboys are 1.5 point favorites the last time I checked on the odds. Not sure if that has changed, but we are ready to go. Now, those of you that are new to the program, I will not be showing the actual game, so I do apologize for that. I'd rather not get banned from these platforms for showing live NFL games. But we have kicked off at SoFi. The Cowboys are receiving. Cavante Turpin will take it to about the 22-yard line. And that's where the Cowboys are going to start after a horrible outing last week against the San Francisco 49ers. So we will see what this Cowboys offense can do this week, as they were abysmal last week in Santa Clara against the 49ers. Again, the Cowboys will have the football first. We did just kick things off. Dak will be under center. Tony Pollard will touch the ball first. He'll just get about a yard on first down. But it should be very interesting to see how the Cowboys respond here. Mike McCarthy calling the plays. I actually, for the most part, I will say this as a Cowboys fan, for the most part, I really have enjoyed what I've seen this year out of Mike McCarthy as the play caller. And 2 plays into the game, we already have an injury. Looks like on the 49ers side, or the 49ers, I apologize. The Chargers side. I was just talking about the 49ers. Looks like Sebastian Joseph Day, looks like a defensive lineman for the Chargers, is down there. But again, should be really interesting to see how the Cowboys respond from that point of view to such a horrible outing last week against the 49ers. When it comes to the Chargers, obviously high-powered offense, nice little storyline of Kellen Moore, who was in Dallas his entire NFL career as a player and also as a coach, as the offensive coordinator, and before that, quarterback coach. Did leave Dallas during the offseason and is now the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. So we'll see what he's got against his former team, and we'll see if this Cowboys defense is back to the form that it showed us in the first few weeks of the season. Dak will be under center again. He's going to hand to Pollard again this time to the right side, and he did fumble, but they're going to call him down on the field. He looked like he was down. It looked like the ground may have caused that fumble. And that's what the call on the field was. But again, New York has been helping a lot when it comes to replays this season. So we'll see if they jump in. They're going to show the replay here. Yeah, he didn't fumble till he hit the ground. It looks like ball hit the ground. He kind of brought his arm, hit the ground there. If you guys are watching live, it's probably on a slight delay from where you guys are watching it, to where my stream is. Who knows? It may be on as well, but you never know. But it's going to be a 3rd and 6 already for this Cowboys offense. Only able to muster up 4 yards in those first 2 plays. Dak will be in the shotgun this time. And he's going to go down for a sack. Tyron Smith got beat like he stole something. That was Khalil Mack. And he's on fire. Yeah, Khalil Mack is having himself one heck of a season. But Tyron Smith got beat real bad on that play. Again, those of you tuning in live, I do greatly appreciate it. Again, I will not be showing the actual game. Again, I'd rather not get banned from multiple platforms so that I can't, upload videos and do these lives. But I do appreciate those tuning in live, as the Cowboys will punt after a 3-and-out. Good punt by Brian Anger. And a really good return here by the Chargers. And the punter will have to make the tackle. Chargers are going to start in Cowboys territory close to the 45-yard line. So really bad coverage there by the Cowboys. And Justin Herbert will now come out onto the field. Excellent young quarterback. Now, something to watch. He does have a dislocated finger on his left hand, so it's not his throwing hand. So he's got that going for him at least. But he is wearing a glove on that left hand. So we'll have to see if that affects him in any way. They obviously, play action, it'll be very limited to where he can probably hand the ball off as well, which side they'll be able to run the ball to. They do get Austin Eckler back, which is obviously a huge boost, and they will fake to him on the first play. Herbert's going to roll right. He's going to find a wide open receiver. That's a first down for the Chargers already. And they do have the camera now on Kellen Moore, who, again, now we were just talking about, is the former offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys, left this offseason. And just as I was talking about that play action should be interesting, they did fake it. He did go in and fake the handoff with his left hand that he does have that injury with. Chargers already on the 27-yard line of Dallas. Herbert's going to find Palmer. There's a flag down, but the Chargers are going to score a touchdown. We'll check the flag. Ineligible man downfield on the Chargers. So the Cowboys get very lucky on what should have been a touchdown for the Chargers. Offensive lineman for the Chargers was too far downfield. They talk about this all the time. It's got to be very tough on an offensive lineman when they're running all these run-pass options where you just don't know if it's going to be a run, because they did straight-up run block. I mean, if you look at this, they're just showing the replay now. The line straight-up blocked for the run for Austin Eckler, but Herbert was able to read that the pass was wide open. Lineman just got too far downfield. So then they got 1st and 15 from the 32. They'll fake to Eckler again. Now they'll run a screen. So they'll fake to Eckler and run a screen to him. He's got tons of room inside the 10, down to the 4-yard line. And the Chargers will have 1st and goal. So the Chargers moving the ball with ease already after a poor outing last week defensively. The Cowboys starting off the same way here as the Chargers moving right down the field. Throw a quick pass to Keenan Allen, and he'll get back just to the line of scrimmage there. Jaron Kearse, nice play defensively. So 2nd and goal, Chargers at the 4. Again, anybody watching, feel free to throw any comments who you guys think is going to win this game. Any thoughts on the game? That way I won't just be narrating what's going on. We can also talk about anything you guys want to. That's kind of the point of this watch party, is to be able to really talk about anything. So 2nd and goal from the 4. Austin Eckler on the run. He's going to get to about the 2, maybe the 1, depending on where they spot it. Yep, they're going to mark it at the 1. So we got 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. I'm going to be very surprised if this is not another run to Austin Eckler. But we'll see. So Herbert's in the shotgun here. Keenan Allen's going to come in motion again. This time they're going to throw it to him, and it's a touchdown. So 6-0 Chargers. About the easiest drive you'll ever see an offense have. Keenan Allen, 1-yard reception. They ran essentially the same exact kind of action that they ran on the previous play on the 2nd and goal, where they handed it to Eckler, but this time they kind of go a play action and then throw it to Keenan Allen, and Jordan Lewis didn't have a chance. So that is an easy touchdown for the Los Angeles Chargers. Extra point is good, so that's a 7-0 lead. 4.5 minutes into the game. Cowboys go 3 and out. Chargers get a great return and an easy touchdown. And again, just way too easy. See if the Cowboys can answer here as we hit our first commercial. Again, just want to appreciate those that are joining live to watch this watch party. You are greatly appreciated. If you have not done so already, make sure to like the video wherever you are watching. And also, if you have not done so, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube. Your support is greatly appreciated. We hope to continue to grow the channel so that this is something that I can do more regularly. We can, do a lot more things that'll look a lot, you know, visually better. See if I can possibly have some sort of studio at some point to do this in instead of just in my home office here. But definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think of that first drive there, kind of this first few minutes of this game. Looked way too easy for the Chargers to be able to get in the end zone. We'll see what the Cowboys can do here offensively. If I'm Kevontae Turpin here, I'm just going to take a knee. He didn't even get it back to the 25-yard line. I know he's an awesome returner. He really is. He's extremely dynamic. But I'm just taking a knee. He didn't even get it out to the 25 on the opening kickoff. Give your team better starting field position. I know it is just 3 yards. Football is a game of inches, though. And I'd much rather have a guaranteed 25-yard line than getting hit inside the 25 like he did on that first return here. Let me ask you guys something. So I'm not a huge hockey fan, but now that ESPN is going to be showing a lot more hockey games, I really think I might give it a chance. We have a team where I live here in North Carolina. It's a little far away. It's in Raleigh where they play. I live in the Charlotte area, but it is something kind of to think about. I'm not sure what your guys' thoughts are if you guys are hockey fans or not, but something I'm thinking about starting to watch here. And Kevontae Turpin will not even try to field this one, so Cowboys will start at the 25. Showing this replay of the touchdown, folks, and I mean, this was just horrendous defense. Jordan Lewis kind of half jogged across in motion in man coverage. I mean, that's really bad. Dak's in the shotgun here, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Dak's going to throw right side, and there's CD for a first down. Yeah, that was really bad. Jordan Lewis got absolutely burnt to a crisp. Austin says Jordan Lewis should be fined. Wouldn't mind one bit. It was really bad. Tony Pollard will motion out. Cowboys will go empty. Dak's open middle of the field is CeeDee Lamb again. So 2 plays on this drive, both catches by not number 1 receiver CeeDee Lamb. Richard Sherman, now an analyst, probably a future Hall of Fame corner. I mean, honestly, definitely a future Hall of Fame corner, but decided to come out a couple weeks ago. I actually think it may have just been after the 49ers game and say that he didn't think that CeeDee Lamb is a number 1 receiver. I'm obviously a little biased because I'm a Cowboys fan, but I don't understand how you can watch this guy play from the time he was in college and until now and not think that he's a number 1 receiver. Incomplete there on first down. They try to run a quick slant to Michael Gallup. Knocked down, incomplete. But I don't understand that statement at all by Richard Sherman. And again, boy, that was a bit of contact there on that play. Looked like it easily could have been defensive holding on the corner there. But no call, 2nd down. As the Cowboys are in Chargers territory. Cowboys are going to set up screen right side to Tony Pollard. Good defense there from the Chargers. He will get about 6 yards, maybe 7, depending on the spot. But it looked like it had a chance to go for a lot more, but good recovery by the Chargers there on the screen. So we'll have 3rd and 3, and you're kind of in no man's land. So you could easily run the football here and go for it on 4th down if you don't get the 3 yards. This is kind of a spot on the field where it is definitely a long field goal and probably too short for a punt. Well, I mean, you're on the 34, I guess. You could, never mind. You could kick a field goal from here. Much rather take the 7, though. And they will run. Great block from Jake Ferguson on Khalil Mack on the outside there. That's a great block. If they show this replay, which I'm sure they probably will on this, watch number 87 on the Cowboys, the tight end. He throws a wonderful block on an awesome defensive player. On my feed, they're showing this right now. He absolutely made a key block on this when Khalil Mack was going to blow up that play in the backfield. That is a great block by a tight end. I get fired up for that, man. I played some tight end back in my playing days, and Tyron Smith out there pulling as well made an excellent block. I'm more accustomed to seeing that, though. I was really surprised by that block by Jake. Yep, exactly, Austin. Austin says better block by Tyron. It was. That was the Tyron Smith we like to see, not the one that showed up on the first drive that gave up a sack there. Cowboys putting a nice little drive together here. 2nd and 5. Getting close to the red zone. They're on the 22.5-yard line or so. Brandon Cooks will come in motion across the formation. Dak's in the shotgun again. Rico Dowdle in at running back now. Dak looking middle of the field, just high for Michael Gallup. He was open. Michael Gallup had him beat just a tad high on the throw. But Dak put it where either his receiver could get it or nobody was going to. So not a bad miss there on 2nd down. So now we've got 3rd and 5 from the 22-yard line. So the Cowboys are in field goal range here. But we'll see what happens on this 3rd down. Dak to throw. He's going to pump and take off, and he's going to be just about a yard short of the 1st down. So that's going to bring up 4th and 1 from the 18-yard line. What does Mike McCarthy want to do here? It looks like he's going to go for it. He's going to leave that offense on the field. I like it. I like the call to go for it here on 4th down. So here comes the Cowboys offense. Tony Pollard back in the game now at running back. Crowd getting loud here at SoFi Stadium. CeeDee Lamb will come in motion. Dak will keep it on a read option. He's going to score a touchdown. Let's go. Dak Prescott with his first rushing touchdown of the season. Great play call there. Dak has not been used in the run game almost at all this season other than on scrambles. And we know from Dak's college days, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's a very effective runner. And that's an excellent job. Boy, Dak almost fumbled on the handoff, though. On that mesh, he almost lost the football, but Dak able to score a rushing touchdown there, and Aubrey can tie the game with an extra point. Good snap, good hold. Kick is right down the middle. And the Cowboys answer a much-needed touchdown and a red zone touchdown, which is another thing the Cowboys have struggled at. Dak Prescott from 18 yards out. Great answer from the Cowboys there. Great play call from Mike McCarthy. You say what you want about Mike McCarthy, honestly, but Mike McCarthy as a play caller has proven over his career that he's very good. He's a very good play caller. I really do like his offense, and I like him calling plays much more than I like him as a head coach, unfortunately. He tends to have some clock management issues at times and other things like that, but as a play caller, I think he's proven that he does a very good job. But that's a much-needed touchdown drive from the Dallas Cowboys. After a 3-and-out on the first drive and then letting the offense absolutely obliterate your defense and score a touchdown on that first drive with relative ease. They go back down and they tie the game at 7 there. Check my phone here. It was obviously a 75-yard drive because of where they were on the field just from the touchback, but kind of interested to see how many plays that was as well. Nine plays, 75 yards, 4 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock there. So that's a great, great drive from the Dallas Cowboys there. Fantasy wise, folks, I got 2 Cowboys playing tonight, and I need them both to have pretty solid games to pick up the win because, of course, Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua decided to play awful games this weekend. So we'll see if that happens. I got Tony Pollard and Jake Ferguson. They both need to have somewhat okay games for me to win. Austin says, I still get scared watching Dak run. I get flashbacks to that broken ankle too, trust me. I remember I was watching that game with my wife and my now 5-year-old. What would she have been? Maybe 2 at the time? 2 or 3? Can't remember. Maybe 2. And I'm not gonna lie, that brought tears to my eyes. Jelly Belly 63 says, "Show the game, please." I'm sorry, bro. I can't. I cannot show the game, man. I appreciate your viewership, but I don't want to get banned, so I'm not going to show the game. If you want to watch the game, it is on ESPN, or if you have an 18, a little antenna, it's also on ABC. So you can even watch it on the old school regular TV with the bunny ear antennas. There are several other sites as well that I will not mention where you can probably find a stream of the game as well, but I do apologize. I will not be showing the actual game on my stream. Those of you just tuning in, do greatly appreciate your viewership. Those of you as well that have been here from the beginning, I appreciate you as well. It is a 7-7 game here. Cowboys able to answer as the Chargers strike first. Austin Eckler on the run here on first down for the Chargers, and he gets just back to the line of scrimmage there. So it'll be 2nd and 10. I'm going to try to get it, folks, so that I can get it to where it's going to show the score for you guys. So you can see kind of like the box score and things like that. Let me see if I can do that for you so that you can still kind of see what's going on in the game without seeing the actual game. But yeah, if you are tuning into this hoping to see the game, I'm sorry, man, but I'm not going to do that. So the Chargers on this 2nd down play, they run kind of like a tight end jet sweep, but it just gets about 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 8 here for the Chargers. So here you go. I will see if we can do this. We'll see. Next commercial here, I'll kind of mess with this. See if we had a dead ball penalty on this 3rd down. Somebody may have jumped. $12 men on the Cowboys. So they'll go from a 3rd and 8 now to a 3rd and 3. Very, very manageable 3rd down here for the Chargers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They sure did. They had 12 guys. That's just, there's no excuse for that. Tiffany Buckley says, is there a way to stream the game? There is, yes. So I'm watching the game. It's on ESPN or ABC. From my end, I do apologize. I cannot show the game. I'll get banned on my channels here, and I don't really want that to happen. But as far as streaming, it's on ESPN, it's on ABC. Even ESPN2 has a version of the game as well. So any of the ESPN platforms. There are other websites where you definitely can find a stream. However, uh, I will not mention them on this stream. I could probably frowned upon to do so. But there definitely are other websites where you can find the actual game. I apologize to you guys again for not showing the actual game. But again, I don't feel like getting banned, so I'm going to do this. Again, it's about to go to a commercial. The Chargers just punted to the Cowboys after a 3-and-out there. Cowboys will take over at the 22. So it's about to go to a commercial here. I'm going to figure out how to get kind of the box score up onto the screen for you guys so that you guys can still see what is going on in the game without seeing the actual game itself. Let me do that right now. See what I can do here for you guys. Okay, we're going to do... How can we do this? I'll probably try and do this right here. No problem, Tiffany. No worries. Appreciate your viewership. Thanks for tuning in. That's not very good. Hold on, you guys. Here we go. Okay, I think this is probably going to be our best one. I'm going to try and also see you guys if I can get any guests onto the stream. I've got a couple ideas of people that I can maybe reach out to. All right, let me know, guys, if how that one looks. It's a little small as far as like being able to see me, but you should be able to see kind of the. All right, let me know how that looks, you guys. If that looks fine, we'll keep it that way. I haven't commented on this on the stream, just kind of privately with some friends and family, but these jerseys the Cowboys are wearing are gorgeous. These are my absolute favorite uniforms that the Cowboys wear. They got their white unis with the blue shoulders, the white helmets with the blue stripes down the middle. Oh, they're so clean. As CeeDee Lamb with another reception here. Cowboys are definitely keeping him very involved in this game already. Dak in the empty again here. Here come the Chargers. Looks like they're going to bring a blitz. They do. Khalil Mack came free, it looked like. Dak's going to run again for a first down. So Dak being very effective with his legs. Okay, it looks good. Okay, Austin, cool. I'll keep messing with it here to see if maybe I can make myself a little bigger. But again, I'm going to try and see if I can dial up some guests for us. I do have two friends that do play in the NFL, so hopefully if they're Not busy. We may be able to get him on. Rico Dowdle will take the handoff. There's a 7-yard run. Give me just a moment, guys. Sorry, guys. My wife just came in. Casi está en la cama. Está bien. Little 2nd and 3 for the Cowboys here. Play action. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. Dak able to get out of what would definitely have been a sack. And he's still going to get sacked anyway. Really good coverage downfield there by the Chargers. Dak made a great play to get away from the sack, but still held onto the ball because nobody was open. Yeah, he probably could have ran that now looking at the replay. Man, he took a shot to the head at the end of that play, though. He looks to be okay. We got 3rd and 6 here for the Cowboys. Play clock is running down. It's at 3. It's at 2. It's at 1. Snap. There we go. He got this. Nope. Cowboys have to call a timeout. Mike McCarthy, you could see him. He was standing right by the ref just in case Dak wasn't going to get the snap off, but they did call a timeout. Goodness gracious. All right, I'm going to keep messing with this, you guys, to see if I can maybe make myself a little bigger for you guys here on the. All right, we got back here. Oh, there we go. I think that might be a little better. See how this looks here. Dak back to throw. Gallup dropped it. Would have been a first down. Oh, goodness gracious. That could have easily been a first down there. Cowboys will have to punt. Brian Anger, one of the best in the business, though. He's going to boot this one down. Ooh, takes a Chargers bounce, and then what a bounce for the Cowboys. Wow. These punters, man. I tell you what, punting isn't the most glamorous thing there is in the world, but these guys are just so good at being able to get those footballs to kick back like they do like that to pin people deep. I appreciate it, for one. Again, I know punting isn't the most glamorous thing in the world, but I sure as heck can't do that. That's for sure. That's a great punt by Anger. So the Chargers will start at the 2-yard line. But yeah, I'm hoping you guys can see kind of a pretty good layout of it. Should be on this side. You should see some stats. There's probably like an ad or something. And then down below me, you should see kind of where they are in the field, and above me, it should show the score. So hopefully that's a little better layout for you guys there, from the ESPN kind of box score thing that they got going on there. Should show you how much time, the score, all that fun stuff. So Uh-oh. I might have just messed it up for you guys now, though. Yeah, I know why. It's because the kind of the highlight thing went away. Okay. Maybe now it should be better. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm doing the best I can to try to give you guys a good look at everything game related and also not show the actual game. Because again, I just don't want to get banned. I wish I could show the real game for you guys, but it's just not something that I can do here. So after we're kind of talking about how Dak got a had a blow to the head on that last series, Todd Archer writes for the Cowboys just reported here on Twitter. Dak Prescott is getting some heat put on his neck after that last series, after the hit from Morgan Fox on that sack on second down. So no concussion protocol, but he is getting his neck looked at. That's never good. He kind of got. If you guys were watching the game, obviously you know, but he kind of got his head bent back for those that weren't watching, and it did not look good at all. It didn't look comfortable. He stayed in the game, obviously, and Dak's a tough guy, so it's going to take a lot to get him out of the game. But so the Chargers will have the football. Like they just ran a play, got 2 yards on first down, but they are from their own 5. Herbert throwing from his end zone to Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen's got the first down. Keenan Allen catches the hitch route, breaks away from 2 guys, and gets the first down to give the Chargers a little more room. He caught it at about the 10-yard line, made 2 guys miss. Keenan Allen is still an elite receiver. He's had his injuries over the last few years, but he's still very, very talented guy. That's a great play there. This will most likely be the last play of the first quarter here. Herbert in the pistol with Eckler behind him. He'll swing it out to Eckler. Look at about 4 yards there. He goes out of bounds. So 25 seconds to go in the first. Clock running again. It's probably again going to be the last play of the quarter. They may try to run. Actually, you know what? It kind of looks like they're trying to run another one. Yep, they are getting up to the line. They going to run a play? No, they're not. So there's the quarter. So we will end the first quarter here 7-7. Pretty good game there at the end of the first quarter. Dak with a rushing touchdown. Keenan Allen with a receiving touchdown. A pretty competitive, solid first quarter. Always let me know, guys, in the comments your guys' thoughts on the game so far, or if there's anything you guys want to talk about. Definitely feel free to throw it in the comments there. Again, thanks to everybody tuning in to the stream. If you are tuning in expecting to see the actual game, sorry, you guys, I just cannot do that. It's not something that I'm going to be doing. So I don't want to get banned from these platforms. It'll definitely not appreciate me showing the actual game. When we do come back from this commercial, Chargers will have a 2nd and 5 from their own 21, so still got a ways to go to get in scoring position here. Kind of while we're on a commercial here, see if we can get some baseball scores for you. We do have the NLCS going on. We had ALCS as well on, I think, earlier, but we got the Diamondbacks and the Phillies. See if we can get that score for you here. Second and 5 here. We're back to the game. I couldn't, for some reason, the Google's being weird, but Donovan Wilson comes off the edge, just about got to Herbert as they send a safety on the blitz there. Donovan Wilson, an excellent player. Austin says, Phillies are cheaters, too many home runs. That's funny. For some reason, Google's being weird when I try to look at the scores. So I'm going to have to see if I can find it on my phone here. But I am a Dodgers fan, so I have to choose for somebody to root for, and I'm certainly not rooting for anybody else from the NL West. Micah Parsons looked like he was offsides. Ball knocked down at the line of scrimmage. You've got to be kidding me. Lineman knocks it down at the line of scrimmage, and Justin Herbert catches his own pass and gets a first down. You're joking. Oh, my gosh. Come on, man. Wow. DeMarcus Lawrence with an excellent knockdown, and then Justin Herbert catches the friggin' batted ball. Unbelievable. Oh, man. That's the most Cowboys thing I've ever seen right there. Make an amazing play to knock the pass down, and the quarterback freaking catches the thing and runs for a first down. That's crazy. 2nd and 5 here for the Chargers. They got the ball on the 35, their own 35. Play action. Herbert in some trouble here. Oh, we got this bell rung by Jaron Kearse. And of course, anytime a hit on a quarterback, that's such a bad call. I'm sorry, but he's a runner. He was running. He was a runner. You can't breathe on the quarterback or it's a penalty. Well, maybe it's a good call, guys. I just saw the replay. That's actually probably the right call. He did kind of lead with his helmet. God, that's annoying, though.
Yeah, it's the right call. It is what the rule is. It's hard. It is a real challenge for Jaron Kearse to try to pull up.
So the Cowboys give up that first down there on what would have been a sack. Now it's a real sack. But there is a flag down. Chargers seem to think it's on the Cowboys. Looked like it was in the area of holding. Instead, we'll get a hands to the face by Sam Williams of the Dallas Cowboys, and that'll be a first down. So instead of a sack, it'll be another first down for the Chargers. Cowboys just giving them yards. The Chargers aren't earning anything on this drive. The Cowboys have just given them first downs with ease on this drive here. Herbert in the shotgun. Spiller just gets about a yard there.
This offensive line for the Chargers coming into this year.
Just too many penalties, man. The Cowboys defense just giving them yards. Seems like the Chargers have had this ball forever. But here we go. 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. Herbert's going to throw again. And Everett drops it. Was open over the middle there. Micah Parsons got some pressure there on the quarterback. Joe Buck's right. He just was about to say the same thing I was thinking, was that we haven't heard Micah Parsons' name all night until that play right there, because he was able to get a little bit of pressure. But it'll be 3rd and 8 now. Herbert takes the snap, throwing left. He missed the throw, though. Keenan Allen was open on the out route. He just underthrew him. So he kind of skipped a pass in there, incomplete. So it'll be 4th down. And see if they can pin him deep here. As they are kind of on just kind of past midfield. So it's definitely too long for a field goal. They can easily pin him deep here. Ooh. Boy, Herbert had an easy first down to run in a kind of a crossing route. Pretty solid punt there, but the Cowboys will take over from, it looks like, about the 11-yard line. Still take the ball there with 89 yards left to the end zone. 11:35 to go here in the second quarter. I'll be right back, you guys. Take advantage of this commercial real quick. Alrighty, you guys, we are back. Had to take a quick restroom break there. It looks like the Cowboys will start from the 12. I think I previously said the 11. But they are going to start at their own 12-yard line. They are talking about the 49ers right here, who did pick up their first loss this weekend. They did have some big injuries during that game, though. Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, kind of like an oblique/rib injury. That's obviously a huge problem. Trent Williams, arguably the best left tackle in the league, also got injured. Now, he was able to come back in and finish the game. And you also had, sorry about that, Deebo Samuel. Wasn't able to finish the game. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. The team that a lot of people have called the best team in the league so far. There is a flag on the play. Don't know if we got a free play or an illegal formation. We'll find out here. Looks like it's going to be on the Cowboys. Yep, illegal shift. So CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks were not set. So this will bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Cowboys, who already, I mean, that's just terrible. That's an awful start to this drive. 3 seconds on the play clock. They will get the snap off just. Brandon Cooks will catch it, and he's not even close to the first down. Nothing like a 3-play, 4-yard drive. 6-yard drive, sorry. That is atrocious. That's just a really bad drive. I don't understand that one at all. Anger to punt away. Another flag. Boy, we'll see what this flag is, because if it's a 5, oh, the Chargers muffed the punt but got back on it. We'll see what the flag is, though, because if this is a 5-yard penalty on the Chargers, if they lined up off sides or something, that's a first down because it was 4th and 4. Goodness gracious. What a sloppy game, honestly. All these penalties.
Remember, this was a 4th and 4 play, and it looks like this call is against Dallas as they check with the Chargers sideline. Illegal formation.
Unbelievable. How do you get an illegal formation on a punt? That is horrible. Like, that is just absolute garbage. I am sorry for getting as frustrated as I am, guys. But how do you get an illegal formation on a freaking punt? Holy crap, guys. I mean, that is just terrible. So bad. You don't know how to freaking line up on a punt? So after what was honestly a really good punt because of the muff punt. See if Anger can boom another one here. Dang, another pretty good punt. So he flips them all the way down to their own, looks like 31, maybe 32-yard line. Chargers will take back over here. About 9.5 minutes to go in the half. We'll have a commercial first, obviously. ESPN's got to pay the bills. Man, this had been a sloppy half for the Cowboys. It's just really, really frustrating. See how well they started the season, and to just see how much they've struggled afterwards. It's been really frustrating as a Cowboys fan to see it. Got some breaking news here into ESPN. Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, just stated that Anthony Richardson, their rookie quarterback, will, quote, probably miss the rest of the regular season. Richardson could undergo surgery in the next week or so to his shoulder. So a very promising rookie there in Indianapolis will most likely miss the rest of the season due to a shoulder injury. So it will be Gardner Minshew's team for the rest of the way. He really struggled this last Sunday. Really did not play well at all. He's had some really good starts in his career, though. A guy that was the clear starter in Jacksonville, and then they had a chance to get Trevor Lawrence. So, I mean, obviously that's kind of a no-brainer, but a more than capable starter in Gardner Minshew, but very disappointing end to Anthony Richardson's season, if that is indeed the case, which looks like all signs are pointing to that, according to Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts. We're back here at SoFi now. Looks like the commercial is over. So the Chargers will take over here on offense. 7-7 ball game here. Herbert's from the shotgun. They'll run a kind of a flip out toss to Austin Eckler. He'll get maybe 3 yards or so. DeMarcus Lawrence makes a nice play out there on the outside. If you are just tuning in, thank you so much for doing so. Your viewership is very much appreciated. If you have not done so already, obviously depending on which platform you're watching from, please make sure to like the video or follow the page, subscribe, depending on where you are watching. But do really, really appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. Chargers got 2nd and 7 here. Just under 9 minutes to go in the half. Eckler will get the call again. Another really, really good play. Marquise Bell is having himself a really good game. Would have had a sack earlier if not for a boneheaded penalty by the Cowboys. Makes a really good play on a tackle for loss here. But Marquise Bell, man, he's a guy that I really, really like. Made some real good plays tonight. So the Chargers got 3rd and 7 here. They're definitely in another flag down. Shocker, it's probably going to be on the Cowboys. I think they may have been offside, but we'll find out here. Herbert had to throw it away on 3rd and 7, but I think the Cowboys were offsides. Yep, shocking. Offside again. So Dante Fowler Jr. jumps off sides. Freaking 3rd and 7, and now you give him a 3rd and 2. I mean, that is just terrible. How many penalties on 3rd down tonight? So we got 3rd and 2. Chargers are known to go for it on 4th down, but nice play again, Marquise Bell. DeMarcus Lawrence and Marquise Bell combine to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. But, of course, The Chargers don't punt unless it's like an absolutely obvious punting situation here. We'll see what they do. What is Brandon? It looks like Brandon Staley's going to punt this ball. At least they're going to line up in a punt formation. See if the Cowboys give them another first down on a garbage penalty. No penalties this time. Turpin does call for the fair catch. And the Cowboys will take over from their own 22-yard line here. Man, SoFi Stadium is beautiful. That's definitely a stadium I want to visit at some point. I've been to Jerry World as a Cowboys fan. It's not just as a Cowboys fan, but as a sports fan, it's definitely something you've got to see. Um, I've said on several occasions that it's the most incredible building outside of a Mormon or an LDS temple that I've ever seen. There's so much glass in that building at Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington or in Dallas. It's Arlington, but that's a pretty amazing stadium. That screen is incredible, and it's even cooler now. They upgraded it to now it's 4K HD instead of the original 1080p when that was the highest resolution when it was built. So it was pretty amazing. I got to see a game in there on my 18th birthday. The Cowboys play the Eagles on Sunday night. Would have been December, for those of you that care, December 2nd of 2012. It was a Sunday night game against the Eagles. Cowboys ended up winning that game, and Tony Romo set the Cowboys record for most career touchdown passes. Dez had, I think, two of them. I think he had 2 touchdowns that night. And Morris Claiborne, a former first-round pick of the Cowboys, had his first career touchdown in that game on a scoop and score. Very clearly remember that. It was a very, very fun night. I've been to 2 Cowboys games in my life. They were in the original Cowboys Stadium in Irving, Texas. That was against the Steelers in Ben Roethlisberger's rookie year. Unfortunately, the Steelers got the win in that one. Jerome Bettis ran one in the last minute or so of that game to give the Steelers the win. I was maybe 10 or 11 years old for that game, but that was really fun too. But I was been very, very lucky to get to go to 2 Cowboys games, one in each home stadium that they've played in. Lots of fun. Cowboys will have the football here. Dak goes play action. He's going to roll right. Find Brandon Cooks for the first down. There's a nice little reception from Brandon Cooks there, who's been real quiet after being acquired during the offseason. Former Dallas Cowboys fan LeBron James just got shown on the camera there. Says he's not a Cowboys fan anymore, even though he says he grew up a Cowboys fan and has been to several Cowboys games in Cowboys gear. Michael Gallup finally makes a catch there. He and Dak have tried to hook up a couple times on a pitch and catch tonight, and they finally complete one there. Had him for a touchdown earlier in the game, but just missed that throw. Nice start to the drive here for the Cowboys. Got 2nd and 2. Now this is always the dilemma here. On 2nd and 2, do you just run this and try to get a first down, or is this a down where you take a shot? The Cowboys will just run for a first down here, but Tony Pollard will just get across that 2-yard. Yep, first down. It's always interesting in kind of situational football like that. I think it really just depends on a lot of things. Obviously, it depends on where you are in the field. Depends on situations as far as score, time, things of that nature. But I know for me, on 2nd and short is a play that I I like to see, let's take a shot downfield on. I understand both ways of thinking, though. I understand that let's just get the first down. And I think they're going to get a roughing the passer call here on Dak getting hit after the throw. This is either going to be a hold or this is going to be a roughing the passer call. Yep. So Derwin James hits Dak after the throw. I'll have to see the replay. I just saw where the flag was thrown, so that's kind of what I assumed that it was. But we'll see. Let's see. Showing the replay now. Boy, should have never happened though because Rico. Oh yeah, I mean that's a good second after the throw. He didn't hit him horribly hard, but I mean it was a hold, second or so after he threw it. So that's definitely a flag. Play action, Dak here. Gonna throw right side. Gallup should have had a touchdown. He dropped it. Boy, Gallup had a touchdown and he dropped it. That's a perfect throw from Dak Prescott. That's twice now that it should have been a touchdown to Michael Gallup. First time was arguably you could have said, it was a little high, but I mean, this is a perfect throw from Dak Prescott. This is right into Michael Gallup. Boy, that easily could have been a pass interference on the Chargers too, but Asante Samuel Jr. was beat, kind of tugs on the jersey of Michael Gallup. But regardless, you got to catch the football. That's a touchdown. That's a perfect throw from Dak. And Michael Gallup can't make the catch. It's unfortunate. Cowboys have not been able to get the running game going. They try to run there on second down after the drop touchdown by Gallup. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8, just a 2-yard gain from Tony Pollard. Under 5 minutes to go here in the half now. So Dak's going to work from the shotgun. It's going to change the play or the protection. 3 seconds on the play clock here. 2, 1. Dak will take the snap. Good blitz pickup from Tony Pollard. CeeDee Lamb with another catch and a first down. Wonderful execution from the offense there on 3rd down for the Dallas Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb having himself a great first half tonight. Ooh. They just showed the replay. CD burnt that corner to a crisp on just a nice little curl route. Made the corner slip and fall. I mean, that's a great route. Really good protection. Tony Pollard, again, Cowboys cannot run the football tonight. About a 2-yard loss there as they try to run to the right side. As much as I am a believer in Dak Prescott, the Cowboys have to be able to run the ball, man. You can't just be completely one-dimensional. That was just a completely missed block by McKeon, the 3rd tight end. Kind of was pulling with Tyron Smith to the left side, and here's a screen. Tony Pollard on a screen gets about maybe 9 or 10 yards. Just missed a touchdown probably there. Really, really good block on the outside by Tyler Biadasz, the center. Austin says, why isn't he the one getting the deep balls? Yeah, I mean, CD, as good of a night as he's having, I agree. We keep trying to throw these deep shots to Michael Gallup. 3rd down here. Dak's going to look right side to Pollard, and he's going to be just short, I think. Yep, they're going to mark him about half a yard short. So it's going to be 4th down. You can take the points and get the lead here if you're the Cowboys, but it looks like Mike McCarthy is going to go for it here. 4th and less than a yard. We'll see what they do. This, to me, you run a quarterback sneak here. I think this is an easy call. Dak's a big, strong guy. Just run a sneak. They will run a sneak, and I don't think Dak got it. He didn't get it. He definitely didn't get the first down. Nowhere near the first down. So the Chargers come up with a stop on fourth down. Fourth and less than a yard, and the Cowboys couldn't even get a few inches on the quarterback sneak there. Marlowe, the defensive back, totally blew that up. Yeah, that was terrible. That was a really, really bad execution on a quarterback sneak. Give the Chargers credit for how well they blew that up, though. They completely blew it up. So it'll stay a 7-7 ball game. 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the half. Chargers have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning here. But they will start from their own 12.5, 13-yard line. Cowboys have outgained the Chargers tonight, but still a 7-7 ball game. Keenan Allen in motion. Chargers will set up a screen to the right side. Excellent defense by the Cowboys. Marquise Bell is having himself a night, folks. Man, just a great play. Marquise Bell, man. Learn the name. Undrafted free agent. He's had an awesome game tonight. Tried to set up a screen, and Marquise Bell blew that thing up. Honestly, probably for the Cowboys, they probably would have liked it if he would have caught it first before the hit, because he hit it and knocked it out before Eckler could get control. Herbert throwing to the middle of the field. He's going to have Palmer for a first down out near the 40-yard line, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in SoFi. Cowboys were right there as far as the pressure is concerned. But Herbert stood in there, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, man. There's a reason he got the big extension that he did. So when halftime rolls around here, we'll kind of do. I'll take a break, so you guys probably won't see me on camera for a bit. Got to do a couple things. Make sure my girls are down. Make sure they're asleep. They're both sick right now as well, so make sure they're doing okay. Got some sick people in my house. I've been finally feeling better these last few days or so, but I'm getting over a kind of like a chest thing and congestion as well. So make sure my girls are sleeping okay and all that. I'll be right back here for the second half as well. And what looks like it's probably going to be at least a 10-7 Chargers lead at halftime, unless the Cowboys defense can really step up here in these next 2 minutes. Well, we'll see. I like Justin Herbert in a 2-minute. I think that's probably gonna end up hurting the Cowboys. I want to appreciate everybody that is joining live on this Monday night. And again, those of you that are hoping to see the actual game, I do apologize, but I do not want to get banned. So I am not showing the actual game, but you guys should be able to see the score, kind of the situation, where the ball is on the field, things like that. Herbert runs some play action. Parsons right in his face. And Damone Clark was right there to make the stop as well. So it's going to be second and depending on where they mark him here. Marked him at the line of scrimmage, so second and 10. Clock still rolling here, a minute and a half or so. Herbert throws right. Palmer makes the catch. That's going to be enough for a first down. Deron Bland just about got there to make the interception. But Palmer able to make the catch there on the sideline. Minute and a half to go. Palmer was able to get out of bounds, so the clock will stop. Chargers have 2 timeouts left. But really good throw by Herbert. Just past the outstretched hand of Deron Bland. Midfield, and there's going to be a false. They didn't call a false start. Boy, whole left side, right side of the line, looked like they got off early. The right tackle definitely got a jump there. I don't blame him. He's blocking Micah Parsons, but definitely looked like he moved early. Ooh, Deron Bland got beat real bad on that. Keenan Allen would have probably had a touchdown if he makes that throw. But Keenan Allen just ran kind of like a sluggo, a slant and go on Deron Bland, and he bit hard on the slant. Second down. Second and 10. About midfield here. Micah Parsons able to get past his man, but Herbert makes a really good play to step. See what the flag is here. I think it might be a hold on. Yep, got a hold. Probably part of the reason Micah Parsons wasn't able to get the sack there too. Micah did have him beat. Herbert made a nice play to kind of step away from the pressure, but yeah, Pipkins did get him on the replay here. Yeah, he definitely. Parsons would have had an easy sack if he didn't grab. He kind of grabbed him around the neck there. So the Cowboys will push him back here. So they're back to about the Cowboys 40-yard line. Second and 20, 1:22 to go here in the half. Chargers have all 3 of their timeouts. Dante Fowler gets pressure. But Herbert able to find his tight end here. It's going to bring up a third and long. 1:15 to go. Clock is stopped. They were able to get out of bounds. But we have third and 14 here for the Chargers. See what Kellen Moore dials up. And, I mean, this is kind of the playbook's all the way open here because you have all 3 timeouts. So you can still go to the middle of the field. You don't have to only use the sideline. So he's got a lot of things he can do here. They'll go a 2-by-2 formation. Running back is in the backfield. Herbert got time. Ball looked like it was tipped. Yeah, it looks like a defensive end got a hand on that ball. So Herbert tried to throw a pass over to the left side, but I think Dante Fowler Jr. grabbed the ball or kind of grabbed Herbert's arm just as he was throwing it. Yeah, it was Fowler. Yeah, Fowler kind of grabbed Herbert's elbow as he was throwing that. So he wasn't nearly able to get enough on that pass. So the Chargers will punt here. So the Cowboys are going to have a chance with probably just about a minute to go in the half. Although Turpin actually will have a chance to field this thing instead of a fair catch. Cowboys will have a good chance here. So they're going to start from at their own 30-yard line. Nice return from Turpin, who did make the Pro Bowl as a returner last year. But we'll see what the Cowboys can do here. So here we go. We got trips to the right side. Gallup's by himself over on the left. Tony Pollard will be in the backfield. Corner over number 43. They're letting him play really physical. Try to hit Gallup on a slant, and man, he's being physical. I mean, he had a whole hand on Gallup and kind of around his waist. They haven't called anything like that all night. Dak's back in the shotgun here. CeeDee open again, and another first down from CeeDee Lamb. Here you go, Dak. Just keep throwing to CeeDee, please. I mean, he's been open almost every time. Asante Samuel's even playing the outside of the field, and CeeDee's still able to get open. Looks like they were kind of playing a zone there, though, and he just got right in between the mid zone and the deep zone over on that right sideline. CeeDee already with 5 catches for 84 yards. Dak will take the snap. Looking right side. There's Michael Gallup for a reception. And they'll say forward progress, though, so he doesn't get out of bounds. Clock running here, under 40 seconds to play. Cowboys won't use a timeout, so that clock is still rolling. 37-yard line. Dak will take the snap. Khalil Mack looks gassed out there. He's just jogging on his pass rush. But there is a flag down. Looks like this is going to be a hold on Terrence Steele. So that'll move the Cowboys back. That's not what you wanted. Oh, no, not on Terrence Steele. They're going to call this thing on Tyler Smith. Okay.
By the way, the clock kept running after the Gallup catch on the sideline.
Boy, I'm not really sure why Tyler Smith decided to hold on that. He had help from Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard chipped, so I really don't know why they did that. That's very, very odd why he decided to hold it. He didn't have to do that. He had help from Tony Pollard there. Dak's going to find Jake Ferguson. There's a helmet-to-helmet hit. There you go. I mean, they called a very similar thing on the Cowboys earlier, and I didn't think they were going to call this. Derwin James, though, kind of goes a helmet-to-helmet on Jake Ferguson. I mean, if they're going to call that, I was hoping they were going to call that both ways because they called one just like that on Jaron Kearse earlier. Yep. So that's going to be 15 yards tacked on to what was already a pretty good gain by Ferguson on the reception there. That's going to put the Cowboys just inside, I think, just inside the 20 with about 14 seconds, yep, and 2 timeouts. So you can take a couple shots to the end zone here. And if not, you're right in field goal range for Brandon Aubrey, who honestly, funny enough, Brandon Aubrey's probably been their most consistent player all season. So the Cowboys are from the 17-yard line. They got 2 timeouts and 14 seconds. Dak looks like he's changing the protection here. Just under 10 seconds to go on the play clock. He's going to snap this thing. Look to the middle. There's Tony Pollard. There's a timeout. So you got about 8 seconds left here.
1 timeout left and 8 seconds. Second down.
So you can decide here on this 8 seconds. You've had CeeDee Lamb open on almost every single play here. Almost every time CeeDee has been targeted. Actually, I think every time he's been targeted, he's had the catch. So we'll see if they try to go to CeeDee, if they line him up in the slot. We'll see if they go to the tight end again. Oh, I thought the Cowboys called the timeout before 3 seconds. I thought they called a timeout with 8 seconds left. Now, for some reason, there's 3 seconds left. Oh my, bro, Mike McCarthy, man. I'm sorry for getting that upset, but oh my, they caught that ball with 8 seconds left and then they just let the clock run down to 3 seconds? You have a shot to throw one into the end zone and you just settle for 3? I got to get off for a minute, guys. It's halftime. The Cowboys do make the field goal, take the 10-7 lead in the half. That's frustrating. That's one that I can't understand. And I can't defend Mike McCarthy on stuff like that, man. But it's halftime. We'll come back for the second half. All right, you guys, got my frustration out from that just absolute blunder. So Joe Buck apparently is about to explain what happened with the clock, because apparently there's an explanation other than the fact that Mike McCarthy doesn't know how to manage game. Let's see. Oh, never mind. They're just talking about Herbert now. But Joe Buck says they do have an explanation for what happened there. So the Chargers will start with the football here to start the second half. And he'll throw. Man. Oh, Deron Bland was right there again. Oh, flag down. Gonna call a push up on Palmer. Oh, ineligible man. So another RPO here. Yeah, another RPO. And an ineligible man downfield. So that wipes out about a 9-yard gain on first down there. So we'll see now. 1st and 15 for the Chargers after the penalty. Play action. Well protected is Herbert. But he missed the throw to Keenan Allen over on that right sideline. Neville. Stephon Gilmore. Jeez. Okay. See what Joe Buck's saying. That's just as bad. So the clock operator, even though that play towards the end of the first half there, at the end of the first half, Cowboys caught the ball inside the 15-yard line with 8 seconds left. The clock operator assumed that that's what they were going to do, so he stopped the clock preemptively. And then Mike McCarthy said, no, I don't want to stop the clock. I want to just run it down and kick a field goal. So, yeah, just as bad as we imagined it to be. As Justin Herbert just connected with Palmer for a first down there. On 2nd and 15, they complete about an 18-yard pass. Herbert calling an audible here. And they'll run it to Eckler. Going to get about 6 yards on the carry there. Definitely appreciate those tuning in live, or if you're watching this on repeat as well after the fact. Do greatly appreciate that. Herbert again calling the play at the line of scrimmage. He's going to hand this thing to Eckler. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. So here's a 3rd and short here for the Chargers. Eckler going to barely cross that first down marker. And he'll have a first down. They're kind of going no huddle here to start the second half. Bear with me just a moment here, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. First down here for the Chargers. Another flag here. Another flag on this first down play. Looks like the Chargers were going too quick on the no huddle. They're going to have an illegal shift here. Too many guys moving at once. Yeah, okay. It looked like the ref was going like that before. So that'll be a 1st and 15 here. Yep. 1st and 15 here for the Chargers. They got it at their own 44-yard line. There's a completion. There's a 5-yard catch there. Marquise Bell again. 2nd and 10. And there's another 1st down for the Chargers here. As they continue to move the ball on this drive here, and they're continuing to go no huddle. Hand the ball to Eckler over towards the left side. And that's just about 2 yards on the run here. And the Chargers are still going quick here, trying to catch this Cowboys defense off guard. So we got 2nd and 8. They are in Cowboys territory here. Herbert going to make a change here. Finds Keenan Allen again for a 1st down. And this is a nice looking drive here for the Chargers. See if they can finish this thing off with a touchdown, because they are moving the ball with ease here on this drive. And they will actually look like they actually huddled up on this play. I think this is the first play they've actually huddled up on this whole drive. Had the Cowboys on their heels.
Cowboys just get a couple of extra men off the field.
Excellent job by DeMarcus Lawrence again to knock down the pass. This time Justin Herbert didn't catch it.
They've got a blocker out in front of Eckler with an opportunity to get a lot out of that one. So you never know really what the effect is when number 90 comes up the field and puts it on it. But you see Parham, he's out in front, and Eckler with a lead blocker would have been pretty interesting. Here's a better look at it.
2nd and 10 here from the 16-yard line. Herbert under pressure. Finds Austin Eckler, and Marquise Bell is on the case again. Bro, Marquise Bell is having a great game for the Cowboys. Curse able to make the hit on Herbert, but Herbert does get it away to Eckler back to the line of scrimmage. But yeah, this is going to be a 3rd and long for the Chargers here. From the Cowboys' 16-yard line, it'll be 3rd and 10. See what the Cowboys defense can do on this play as the Chargers have moved the ball with ease. Herbert can run for the 1st down, and he will. Terrible open field tackling. Honestly, the Cowboys should have had him short, and that's just really, really bad open field tackling. Who was that? Stephon Gilmore. That was really, really bad tackling. Oh, he is short. That's actually a really good call. So it's going to be 4th and less than a yard because Herbert's knee was down. Yeah, that's a really good call, actually. Oh, no, it's a whole yard short. So here we go. If I had to bet money, I'd say this is going to be a play action pass. And it is. Herbert throwing end zone, knocked down by DaRon Bland, and the Cowboys defense holds. So a play action pass rolling to his right, had a man in the end zone, but DaRon Bland, the corner, filling in for Trayvon Diggs, makes an excellent play to knock that down, and the Cowboys will take over on downs. Chargers were in field goal range. They could have easily tied the game. Would have been a chip shot field goal, but instead they try to go for it, and DaRon Bland breaks that up, looking for Palmer in the end zone. Huge stop by this Dallas Cowboys defense. Huge stop. I mean, that's a completely changes the complexion of this game, because you have the Chargers who were moving the ball with absolute ease on that drive, doing whatever they wanted to. They're in field goal range, and they end up going for it, which Brandon Staley's been known for it. Brandon Staley definitely does like to go for it on fourth down more than just about any coach in the league, but it can sometimes be detrimental. And that was a perfect example right there of what can happen when you go for it on fourth down, especially in places on the field where you have essentially guaranteed points. You know, not very many kickers are going to miss a kick from, I mean, that would have been about a 30-something yard field goal from there. That's essentially a chip shot for an NFL kicker. But regardless, the Cowboys will take over on first down. They're going to have the ball on their own 7-yard line. So that wasn't even a 30-yard field goal then. Yeah, that would have been less than a 30-yard field goal. But I will say, with it being fourth and, a very short one, it was less than one. It was less than a yard. So, I mean, I get that, but the play action pass play call, I'm not sure I like that one. I know they haven't ran the ball effectively pretty much all night. I mean, Eckler is back, and he does appear to be healthy, but the Cowboys have been pretty good against the run all night long. So I guess I can understand the play call. Yeah, they're showing the replay. They doubled Keenan Allen. So they had him bottled up on the double team. So here comes this Cowboys offense. Dak will be by himself in the shotgun. He's gonna have to be rolling out to his right. There's a flag down. And the Cowboys held. So that'll be half the distance. Cowboys will be backed up now to the about 3.5-yard line, if that is what the penalty is. It is. Wow, so they're going to call a hold on Zach Martin? Wow. That's a very rare. I know you guys have probably seen this stat before. Zach Martin has more Pro Bowls than holding calls in his career. So that's a very rare penalty. It was declined, however. They did decline it to make it 2nd and 10. Dak will hand this thing to Tony Pollard. Looks like he'll get about 2, maybe 3 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 8 now already for the Cowboys. So they do get the stop on fourth down there, but already in a pretty tough situation on their own 9-yard line. 3rd and 8. Dak will stand in the shotgun, trips to the right. Michael Gallup by himself on the left here. And Dak is sacked. didn't have a chance there. So Brian Anger will be punting from his own end zone. So after the stop on 4th down, you're going to have to punt from your own end zone. So again, here comes Brian Anger, one of the best punters in the league, but punting from your own end zone is not fun at all. Davis will be able to field this thing. He'll get across midfield.
So each defense flexing their muscle.
All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Had to go get a cold beverage, a little ginger ale. No, actually, here's my Canada Dry 0 sugar. Jimmy Johnson in the house tonight there. So Chargers with the ball back here after that third 3 and out from the Cowboys. And again, Chargers try to run the ball with almost no effect. Just haven't been effective at all running the football. Funny enough, they're showing the drives here. The best drive the Chargers have had statistically was their last drive, 13 plays, 68 yards, and it ended in no points. So I think I may have figured one of Justin Herbert's audibles out. Nope, just kidding. What it sounded like to me, what it appeared to me to be, was that when he would say a color and then a thing afterwards, it appeared to me like they would run the ball every time. Because the first few times he would say like red and then something, or blue and then something. They had ran the ball, but that time it was a throw. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 here for the Chargers. You'd have to think they are in a territory where they would punt if they don't get this thing. And it looks like the Cowboys called a timeout. They sure did. So either the Cowboys had 12. They did. Holy crap. The Cowboys had 12 on the field again. Oh my gosh. This has been just a horribly sloppy game by the Cowboys. Way too many penalties. Only 2 touchdowns scored tonight, they're showing now. Chargers went down on their first drive, had a short pass touchdown to Keenan Allen. And the Cowboys answered right back, took it right down the field, and Dak Prescott ran it in for a touchdown. Cowboys kicked a field goal to go up 10-7 right before the half. And here come the Chargers on third down, finds Keenan Allen again. I mean, Keenan Allen has just been out of his mind tonight. Cowboys have not been able to cover him at all. Yep, Stephon Gilmore got beat on that one. And they got Keenan Allen in the slot here. Looks like he's tried to run like a bubble screen to him, but the Cowboys covered it pretty well. And they make Justin Herbert have to kind of just scramble off to the left side for a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9 here. They're just about in the red zone, just not quite there yet. 2nd and 9 here, about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Herbert will bring Keenan Allen in motion across the formation, and he'll throw his way. It's going to be 3rd and short because he's going to be just about a yard and a half short of the first down where he went out of bounds. And a lineman looks like he is injured for the Chargers. He did get up and he's appearing to limp it off, but definitely looks uncomfortable. Austin says, would be nice to have a number 1 corner. Sure would be. A few years ago, Stephon Gilmore was a number 1 corner. But, yep, that injury to Trayvon is pretty big. Tried to set up the bubble screen again to Keenan Allen. Cowboys covered it, but Herbert able to scramble for the first down. So it's 1st and goal here for the Chargers. See what Kellen Moore can do. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Chargers putting together a great drive. Eckler in the Wildcat. And about as much success as when they've handed him the ball tonight. 1 yard on the play. So the Chargers trying to figure out any way they possibly can to be able to run the football. And up to right now, the Chargers have not had success running the ball. They try to do a little bit of wildcat on that last play. Herbert going to throw again. Now he's going to keep it up the middle. Gets about a yard on the scramble. So it'll be 3rd and goal here. 3rd and goal from just outside the 5, it looks like.
Herbert was talking out there to Eckler, I believe, before the snap of that ball. And maybe that's why Herbert then tucked it. It was a lot of bodies there in the middle where they were trying to run the route, but that might explain why he didn't try to throw.
So here we go. We got 3rd and goal. Play clock is running down. Keenan Allen comes in motion across the formation. Herbert looking end zone. Incomplete. Threw it over the tight end's head. So it'll be 4th and goal again. What do they do? And Staley won't take any chances here. He's going to kick the field goal. So they stall the drive inside the 10-yard line. Parham was open momentarily, but no, Herbert kind of threw that thing away. I don't think he realistically was going to try and throw it into double coverage there. Well, this is just going to be a 24-yard field goal, Cameron Dicker, who has not missed a less than 30-yard field goal in his career, and he makes it 10 for 10 now. So 10 apiece. Just about a minute to go, 1:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So the Cowboys will get this ball back in a tie game. See what Dak and the offense can do.
Don't miss all the action from inside the NFL. There was no time for these quarterbacks. He made the throws.
I want to thank everybody that is watching this live. Been a pretty good game. I mean, it hasn't been nearly as much offense as I expected there to be so far. I mean, only 20 total points. But a little close for comfort for me as a Cowboys fan, that's for sure. I would have definitely appreciated more than a tie game towards the end of the 3rd quarter, but
it was fun to just kind of figure it out. And we're still very
see what we got going on here in the next 16 minutes and 8 seconds of game time that we have left here. The thing for the Cowboys, too, is they really haven't been able to run. We talked about the Chargers not being able to run the ball. The Cowboys haven't been able to run the ball either. They haven't ran the ball well at all. So we'll see what happens with that. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm still coming off a cold and a upper respiratory thing, so having some issues with my coughing and things like that. Chargers will kick off to the Cowboys here, and Devontae Turpin will let it go. So the Cowboys will start from the 25-yard line, and we'll see. We'll see if the Cowboys can run the ball. I mean, that would be ideal because they have not been able to run the ball at all, though, and that's obviously not what you want. Like I said earlier, I mean, I'm a believer in Dak Prescott. I know he gets killed by the media, but that's what happens when you play quarterback and have a star on your helmet. Try to run again here to Tony Pollard. Looks like he might have a yard. So 2nd and 9. They did give Tony Pollard about a yard there at all. I mean, just no ability to run the ball tonight. This is terrible. Really, really bad. Not good at all. And now you put yourself in a very tough situation. You have 3rd and 11 now. It's going to be the end of the quarter here. So the Cowboys will start the 4th quarter from their own 24-yard line, and it'll be 3rd and 11. Not an ideal spot to be in, but it is a tie game. You're not losing. But again, definitely have had enough opportunities where you would have thought this thing should have been a lot better than it is right now. This performance has been very sloppy from the Cowboys. Coming off probably the worst game I've seen them play in the last few years, last week against the 49ers. You would think that they would have come out with a lot more sense of urgency than they've had. But that unfortunately has not been the case. Frustrating night, man.
Yes, please. That'll be $23. Your ad says it's free. It is for our economy ultimate passengers.
All right, guys, what are we thinking? Those that are tuning in live here, definitely feel free to comment. I mean, anytime you guys want to comment, that's always more than welcome. We can talk about anything you guys want to. It doesn't just have to be the game that's going on right now. If there's anything sports related you guys want to talk about, we definitely can. But what do you guys think going into the 4th quarter? We have a tie ball game. Cowboys have the ball 3rd and 11. What are we thinking here? Cowboys going to get a first down, keep the drive alive. They're going to give it back to the Chargers. How's this game going to end? What do we think? Feel free to comment, guys. Whatever platform you're watching on. We have multiple viewers on a few different platforms here, so feel free wherever you're watching to throw a comment there on how you guys think this thing's going to end. Any thoughts you guys may have? Just show Michael Irvin.
He spotted a friend. He sure did. A guy he's known since he was about 15 years old in South Florida.
Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson. Austin says, hopefully 17-10, boys. I sure hope so. But I have very little faith. I mean, you know what? We'll see. 3rd and 11 here. Dak going to escape the pressure. Going to throw for Tony Pollard, and he's got a first down. And Pollard's still going. He's going to score a touchdown. Tony Pollard. Oh, he's just short. Gets down to the 15-yard line. What a play from Dak to get away from the pressure and find Tony Pollard for a huge first down. Big time play from Dak Prescott. Woo! Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet. My girls are asleep. Hard not to get excited about that, though. That's just a heck of a play from Dak, man. And a great job by Tony Pollard to break away. Oh, man. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line now after that long gain. And the Cowboys have to call a freaking timeout after that, man? Come on. Why you got to get me excited like that, and then you can't even get the freaking snap off the next play? Man, what a play from Dak, though. I mean, he was dead to rights in that backfield and finds Tony Pollard in the middle of the field, and he breaks away. What a play, man. That was a fun one right there. That's gonna be a nice little fun video to make for my social medias. Hopefully, is I'll be able to make a cut of that video of the play and a video of me reacting to it and make a nice little fun video out of it. Hopefully, after a Cowboys win. Hold on, guys. My dog is not liking being in here. Hey, he wants to go lay on his bed, but he's gonna wake my girls up. Come here. Come here. It's okay. Just stick in here with me for a minute. We can go lay down with the girls when the game's over.
1 gram sugar,
Yeah.
4 grams protein, 100% delicious. That's the one you want.
If I let him out, he's going to definitely wake up the girls. Excuse me, because he's going to go in there, be loud, getting on his bed, shaking his head, and getting all comfy. So, have him in here with me.
That's hip as sale. Let's go get you that iPhone. Here we go. Come on.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a new iPhone 15
But man, what a play from Dak.
only on Verizon.
That was awesome.
Welcome along to Austin.
Only bad thing now, if you're the Cowboys, if this does end up, going down to the wire, you only got one timeout left now. You had to call the timeout on defense earlier, and now you just had to call that second timeout because you couldn't get up and get set. So that part of it is frustrating, but we'll see. But I tell you what, this right here, this drive has got to end in a touchdown now. You can't take this thing down to the 16-yard line and not finish it off with a touchdown. Let me check my fantasy after that Tony Pollard catch and run right there. Might be close. Let's see. Still losing, but we need a Jake Ferguson or a Tony Pollard touchdown here, and that would make things. Tony Pollard will nice little run to the right side there. He's gonna be close to a first down. Depending on where they mark this thing, and there's a flag, which means it's probably coming back. And it is. It's a hold. We can't have two good plays in a row, apparently. We can just have the one, and CeeDee Lamb gets called for a hold. So as good of a game as he's had. Let's see. Out in the open field there. Well, I guess the only good thing about that is since it was past the line of scrimmage, it is going to be from the spot, I believe. Yeah, it is from the spot. So it'll be a 1st and 16 here from the 22. So now you're outside of the red zone. Rico Dowdle in at running back. Looks like he got about 4 yards, though. So 2nd and 12. Now you're back into the red zone. Cowboys will huddle back up here, looking for a touchdown. 2nd and 12 from the 18-yard line. Dak in an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left, including Ferguson, the tight end, in the slot. Dak escapes the rush. Rolling left, another flag. 2 flags actually down. So it looks like there's going to be a hold on the Cowboys, but there was also, it looked like a flag that was thrown in the secondary. So these may be offsetting penalties. Let's see what the flags are. I've already said this a million times, but this has just been such a sloppy game by the Cowboys. Yeah. So there are fouls on both teams. Yep. Defensive holding and offensive holding. So they had Terrence still got the hold, and Jazeer Taylor, the defensive back, on the Chargers. So 2nd and 12 again. So we'll try again here. 2nd and 12 from the 18-yard line after the offsetting penalties. Dak is going to be in the shotgun again. He'll motion Ferguson, who was out wide, and he'll kind of stack behind Brandon Cooks. Dak looking middle of the field. CeeDee Lamb, first down inside the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Cowboys. CeeDee runs kind of like a zip route. Excellent route from CeeDee Lamb. First and goal from the 3-yard line. Cooks comes in motion. Dak in the shotgun, Tony Pollard next to him. He'll turn, hand to Tony Pollard. And he just gets about a yard as Bosa makes the tackle. Looks like he may have injured his hand on the play, though. Gets up a little slow holding his hand. But that'll be 2nd and goal now from the 2-yard line, I believe. See if the Cowboys can exercise some demons from being in the red zone here. From the 2-yard line. Dak will take the snap. Back to throw. Pollard picks up the... and he throws to Brandon Cooks for the touchdown. What a play by Brandon Cooks, and Dak threw it off his back foot to find him, and the Cowboys take the lead 16-10, pending the extra point to put them up 7. Brandon Cooks with his first touchdown catch of the season. First touchdown as a Dallas Cowboy. Dak Prescott throwing off his back foot, fading back away from the pressure, finds Brandon Cooks on the left side of the end zone, and the Cowboys now lead 17-10 after the extra point from Brandon Aubrey. A big-time play from Dak Prescott to find Brandon Cooks for the touchdown. And the Cowboys lead here early in the 4th. Let's go. There's what we needed right there, man. That is exactly what the Cowboys needed. Big-time drive from the offense. Dak takes him right down the field, makes that incredible play on 3rd down, which I would encourage any of you to go watch. I'm sure you can find it on Twitter. Dak finding Tony Pollard on 3rd down and breaking for a big gain. And now it's up to the Cowboys defense to continue how well they have played for most of the evening tonight. Man, that's just a great drive. That's a wonderful, wonderful drive by the Dallas Cowboys.
On Tubi, rom-coms where sexy heartthrobs lift up their shirts to reveal the most perfect abs you've ever seen.
Man. Let me know, guys, in the comments. I mean, I don't have anybody commenting here. I got multiple viewers on multiple platforms. What'd you guys think of that drive by the Cowboys? What'd you guys think of that touchdown? Dak able to find Brandon Cooks to take the lead there. This is a tight ball game, folks. 17-10 here in the 4th quarter. But again, if you are just joining us, which does look like we just had a pretty sudden uptick in viewers here in the last couple minutes or so, Dak Prescott finds Brandon Cooks on the left side of the end zone for the touchdown. Cowboys do lead this thing 17-10.
This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34.
What a game.
This Nintendo Switch
This has been wonderful. This has been as stressful as this has been in a tight game as a Cowboys fan. It's been a very good game. But again, this is up to the Cowboys defense here and up obviously to the Chargers offense to see if they can answer.
Go back and take a look at that touchdown pass by Dak Prescott, and you're going to see Brendan go.
Austin says, made that drive way harder than it should have been. Oh, I mean, we wouldn't be the Cowboys if we didn't do that, right? Wouldn't be the Cowboys if we didn't do that. Cowboys find a way to make everything as hard as it possibly could be. True. So here we go. 11 minutes, 19 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Chargers will take over after the touchback from their own 25. Austin also says Dak has definitely looked way better this week. Oh, I mean, almost anything would have been better than how he looked last week, that's for sure. But he has played a very clean game. He's done things that we haven't seen him do for a while, which is we've seen him make plays with his legs as Justin Herbert missed what would have been a touchdown to Keenan Allen down the left side. A double move, so they bring Keenan Allen across the formation. Then he runs a stop and go on Deron Bland. Oh, it wasn't really even a stop and go. It was kind of like a slant and go again, but Justin Herbert just overthrows him. If he hits Keenan Allen in stride, that's a touchdown. Cowboys are very fortunate. And Herbert not happy with himself, obviously. Takes the snap. Herbert under some pressure now. Going to look down the field. Incomplete, but there's a flag in the secondary, which means surely this is going to be a 5-yard penalty and a first down. Yep. Jaron Kearse gets called for defensive holding. Sorry, guys. The protector thing keeps coming off on my microphone here, but boy, it's been pretty. I mean, it's been pretty physical. Been pretty physical all night long in the secondary. So the fact that they called that one Osa Odigizua with a heck of a play in the backfield, that is almost right when Eckler got the handoff. Odigizua meets him, almost takes that handoff from Herbert. Loss of about 4 or 5 yards on the play there. Osa has had a really good season. It's his 7th tackle tonight. Second and 14 for the Chargers here. Herbert looking right. Wide open receiver again. And it's going to be a first down. But another flag. Another flag, man. Let's see. Holding on the Chargers. So they're going to bring the Chargers back again. What would have been a first down on 2nd and 14 will now be 2nd and 24. That's Rashawn Slater called for the hold. That's the left tackle. He's working on DeMarcus Lawrence, which obviously that's not an easy block. But, yeah, he definitely grabbed him under the shoulder pads and tugged away. They're going to call that every time. So 2nd and 24. Keenan Allen going to motion out to the right. Herbert takes the snap. Looking again, and Keenan Allen again, man. I mean, Keenan Allen has just been incredible. Wow.
Just short of the first down. If he throws it in front where he's going to catch it right there, He's probably tackled, but because of the throw, he's got to cut and go back.
Man, Keenan Allen just killing the Cowboys tonight. But it is slightly short of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Herbert from the shotgun going to hand to Eckler, and he's going to get about 4 yards for the first down. But there is a flag. Did the Cowboys line up off sides? They have done that a couple times tonight. Let's see what happened. Oh, that's a killer penalty. Chargers get called for a hold on 3rd and inches. Eckler gets about 4 yards there, but Zion Johnson gets called for holding. Buddy, come here. Sorry, guys, I'm talking to my dog. Come here, Rolo. Come here. Come here. I told you we're going to stay in here. You're going to wake the girls up if you go out there. Because you're kind of loud. Yeah. You big silly. Oh, my goodness. Deron Bland just about had an interception for the Dallas Cowboys. But instead, it will be a 4th and 11, and the Chargers will punt. Boy, the Cowboys get very lucky on this drive, though. They're very fortunate to not have the Chargers still driving on this drive. They easily had a first down on 3rd and inches. Holding penalty brings it back. And now the Chargers will punt. Kevontae Turpin will call for the... Kevontae Turpin calls for the fair catch, and now there's a fumble. So, okay, let me make sure I understand this rule. So, a blocker, the Chargers... So, the Chargers shoved a blocker into Kevontae Turpin, the returner, as he was calling for a fair catch. So, Jalen Tolbert, the receiver for the Cowboys, gets blocked into the returner. Turpin doesn't touch the ball. Nobody touches the ball yet. They're saying Cowboys ball, even though the Chargers are kind of acting like they recovered a fumble. This will be interesting to see. This is kind of like one of those obscure rules, because what they were saying, the refs were coming up and they were saying illegal touching. So, and they're saying that it's not the Chargers ball under any circumstances. It's still going to be the Cowboys. So, we'll see what they come back with after the timeout here. Okay, good. Let me see if I can find anything on Twitter about that right now.
Bring more to the table. And when you're serving up taste they love at low prices, that's totally Target. At Domino's,
See if I can find a rules expert that talks about what that.
Yeah. Debate over. Introducing Domino's new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread. For a limited time, get it free with online delivery after just 2
Yeah, I'm really not sure how they're going to rule this, though.
Sunday morning football debuts in Frankfurt, Germany. First, the Dolphins take on the Chiefs. Then, the Colts face the Patriots. 2 Sundays full of football. The NFL Frankfurt games, November 5th and 12th, only on NFL Network.
Out of the game day signs have been funny, many of them provocative.
All right, it looks like the Cowboys are going to keep the ball here. I got several people that are at the game covering the game that are confirming the Cowboys offense is coming out onto the field. So it doesn't look like anything funky is going to happen here on that. But we'll see. We'll see if the Cowboys offense can put this thing away here. A touchdown here makes it real tough on the Chargers. Okay, so the Chargers are going to challenge this.
The Chargers are going to get the ball. Go ahead, John. Yeah, it's a great challenge by the Chargers. Number one, there's nothing there at the punt return.
So they're challenging this, but they're saying they think the Chargers are going to get this thing.
First touch by Dallas, which is key, and then recovered by LA. It should be their football, 1st and 10. And I think Jalen Tolbert, he's the one here who's going to.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be Chargers ball.
He thought, I'd have to believe, he thought that it was touched by the Cowboys. He's trying to recover it, but had he have let it go, it would have been Cowboys ball.
I mean, I guess what confuses me, I didn't know. I didn't know that you could block the guy into the returner like that. I thought that was still considered catch interference, but apparently not. But the Chargers are challenging this thing, and it sounds to me, everything they're saying, like the Chargers are going to get the ball. I don't know. I guess I don't understand. I guess I don't understand the rule then, because I thought that was catch interference. Even if you get blocked into the returner, I thought that was considered catch interference. And I guess we'll find out here shortly when they come back from commercial. And Mad Dog Johnson says, how much time is left in the game? There's 8 minutes and 41 seconds. Sorry, I know the numbers are a little small on the screen there. I apologize for that. But 8 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And it kind of seems like the Chargers may be about to get the ball back on kind of like a muffed punt from the Cowboys here. And they're going to have real good field position if that is what ends up happening. I don't know. No problem, man. I guess I'm a little confused though on how that's not catch interference. That to me doesn't make any sense. No problem, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's very interesting. Okay, this commercial right here just showed Justin Herbert with only $37,000 in his checking account. I'm gonna call BS on that one. So this is gonna be Chargers ball. They did just officially announce it. Mad Dog says, I really need them to win this game. I'm getting tired of my friends talking trash to me. Welcome to being a Cowboy fan, man. It's rough out there, isn't it? Well, here we go. Let's see if this Cowboys team can get a stop like they need to here. Herbert will throw, looking right towards the end zone immediately. Incomplete, but they're going to get Gilmore for pass interference, which means that it's going to be Chargers ball inside the 5-yard line. I didn't see it downfield because the foul apparently happened outside of the camera. So let's see. Yeah, he did. Right when Keenan Allen was about to break outside, Gilmore knew he was beat. So again, that's a spot foul though. So this is going to be the Chargers have it where 5-yard line. First to go from the 5-yard line, Keenan Allen in motion. Eckler on the run, stopped at the 3. I tell you what, as long as the Chargers keep running the ball, the Cowboys have been able to stop it, but just way too many penalties. I mean, that is just so sloppy. You'd have to think that they're going to go for this no matter what if they get to a 4th down. That's just who Staley is. But Herbert going to throw under pressure and complete. Boy, he had a couple receivers open, but he was under pressure there. He just kind of had to throw that thing away. Micah Parsons was right there. Anytime you try to block Micah Parsons one-on-one, it's usually not going to go very well for you. But yeah, Micah Parsons being able to get in there, affect that throw was huge. So here we go, 3rd and goal. 4-yard line. Herbert. Looking right, got Austin Eckler, but Marquise Bell makes another heck of a defensive play to stop him short of the goal line. Man. Parsons is a beast, man. Parsons is a beast, but Marquise Bell just made an incredible play again. Undrafted free agent. Florida A&M. He's been awesome tonight. So here we go. Here's the biggest play of the game so far. We got 4th and goal from the 1. Chargers will go for this. Under 10 to go on the play clock here. Herbert's in the shotgun. And they're going to call a timeout. Yeah, I don't think they were going to get that play off. Yeah, they weren't going to get that play off. They were kind of discombobulated offensively, so they're going to bring this thing back. QB sneak, I mean, maybe the Cowboys tried to do that earlier on 4th and inches and got stopped. But they were lined up in the shotgun, so they were lined up in the shotgun here. So I don't think they were going to run a QB keeper on that, but and having a bad hand, I don't know how much they trust Herbert to be able to tuck the ball away, but we'll see. So here we go. 4th and goal. 7 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in the 4th. Eckler in the shotgun next to Herbert. They motion a tight end. Play action. Wide open touchdown. Gosh dang it. Just way too easy, man. That was a huge turnover on special teams. And honestly, I mean, I don't blame Tolbert, who was the one that touched the ball. I wouldn't blame him for that because he thought Turpin touched it. So I don't blame him for that. That's just a really weird fluke play. Cameron Dicker hits the extra point, so we're tied. Well, we'll see if the offense can answer here. Let's hope so, Mound Dog. Let's hope so. Right here, we got to get down the field, and we got to get another touchdown. Put more pressure on their offense. Because, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. Their offense, just by moving the football, really haven't hurt us all night. We've given them yards, the Cowboys have, on several occasions because of just stupid penalties. Just really, really stupid penalties all night long. But here we go. We'll see if Dak and the offense can answer. We're killing ourselves, just like we always do, man. I mean, it's the same old story. It's really frustrating, that's for sure. Been killing ourselves all night with penalties, and obviously that turnover was killer.
Getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot.
And we'll see what the offense has in store here. But man, I mean that's a killer. That's just a killer drive. That's unfortunate. Because you're the Cowboys, you get a big stop on defense. You know, you think you're getting the ball back with a chance to go put the game away with a scoring drive to go up either 10 or 14. And instead, you get a guy blocked into your returner who doesn't end up touching the ball, but looks like he may have, and then end up giving the ball back to the Chargers on the 20-yard line, and they go right into for a touchdown. That's a huge moment in this game. But again, we'll see what Dak and the offense can do to answer here. You'd have to think with how they've moved the ball these last few drives that they should be able to get into the end zone.
Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month.
What's the website again?
Healthcare.gov.
I mean, just pure ecstasy for this Chargers fan. And the Chargers have tied it at 17. If there's a definition of pure ecstasy, that's it.
All right, here we go. Chargers will kick off now.
By the way, it's officially ruled, at least for the moment, a muffed punt that set up that opportunity.
So here we go. Cowboys offense will start at the 25, another touchback. We'll see if Dak can keep up this. And, boy, this is the first time I'm seeing this right here. The guy that blocked or that kind of shoved Jalen Tolbert into Kevontae Turpin had his hands all the way up in his face. That should have been a hands to the face penalty, but we're not going to blame the refs. We're going to go get this win anyway. Here we go. Offsides, or maybe the Cowboys moved early. That's not a good start to the drive if this is a false start, and it is. Gosh dang it, man. So 7 minutes, 11 seconds to play. About the best thing that could happen right here is a 7-minute touchdown drive. Dak's in the shotgun, 1st and 15 from the 20. Play action. Throws left to Michael Gallup for a 5-yard gain. So back to the original line of scrimmage here on 2nd and 10. These penalties, man. Yep. I mean, it's been frustrating. Just really frustrating after how bad last week was in pretty much every facet of the game to come out and see how sloppy we've been tonight. Good thing is we still have a chance to win, but here we go. Dak in the shotgun again. Play action. Steps up under pressure. He's going to get sacked. So this is going to be a 3rd and long. That's the 4th sack tonight for the Chargers. The Cowboys have not been able to sack Herbert. They've been able to get pressure on him, but they have not sacked him all night long. 3rd and 19. You have to think probably either a draw or a screen's coming here. I don't think they're going to want to take any type of a deep throw here. Even though, I mean, from this angle, it only looks like you have CD one-on-one with one high safety. Oh, here we go. Now they bring the safety back and have 2. Dak keeps the play alive. 3rd and 19. He's going to run. There's a flag, and it's in the secondary. Ooh, it's in the secondary.
2 flags on the ground.
We'll see. So if this is a defensive holding, it's only a 5-yard penalty, but it's an automatic 1st down. We'll see. 2 defensive penalties. Okay, so there's defensive holding. 2 separate defensive holding penalties. So that's 5 yards and an automatic 1st down. That's big time because the Cowboys had 3rd and 19. And the Chargers were about to get the football back. Instead, it's going to be a 1st down for the Dallas Cowboys. That's a big-time penalty. As bad as the Cowboys have been tonight penalty-wise, that's a crucial penalty. Under 6 minutes to go now in this game, and the Cowboys get a chance to continue to run the clock and keep the football. Brandon Cooks comes in motion. They're going to hand it to him on a jet sweep. It is, oh, my gosh, man. His speed is ridiculous. I thought he had a chance to break that for about half a second. Ooh. I got a little excited there, man. Brandon Cooks gets the first down. But, man, it looked like for a minute he might be able to break that thing all the way for a touchdown. But here we go. 5 minutes now, approaching 5 minutes to play in this game. First down. Dak is in the shotgun with Tony Pollard next to him. He'll take the snap. He'll look right. Throws a little out of the way of Michael Gallup and incomplete. So they have targeted Michael Gallup tonight 10 times, and he's only got 3 receptions. Second and 10 now. Dak's back in the shotgun with Tony Pollard right next to him. He'll hand to Tony. And he'll get about 3.5, maybe 4 yards. So here we go. Another big third down in this game. Clock is running. Under 5 minutes to play. I don't think you're in 4-down territory if you're the Cowboys. I don't think so. But we've got 3rd and 7. Cowboys with the ball at their own 48. Rico Dowdle in the game at running back. So he'll most likely stay in to protect, you'd think, which he did. Picks up a blitz. Dak gets away from pressure. Throws down the field, and he's got CeeDee Lamb again. CeeDee has been just fantastic tonight. Another big-time catch by CeeDee. They had him in the slot. He's one-on-one, and he beats his guy with ease. Dak had him earlier, but he was under pressure. Yep, he had him, but he was under pressure, so he had to roll out, find him on the sideline there for a first down. So that's a first down into Los Angeles territory. You've got the ball at the 33. Dak going to turn and hand to Rico Dowdle. Maybe a yard. Boy, neither team has been able to run the football effectively tonight at all. The best run that the Cowboys have had was that jet sweep by Brandon Cooks. Boy, Bosa has been getting up slow all night. He definitely is either tired or injured or both. Maybe not injured, but he definitely looks to be shaken up. He has not been very comfortable most of the night tonight. Dak's under center. Take about a 5-step drop. Rolls to his right. Finds Ferguson. Sorry, that's McKeon. I apologize. So McKeon catches that football for maybe about a 5-yard gain. So here we go. Let's see. They're saying that he may not have caught this, and I couldn't really tell live if that thing hit the ground or not. But Dak, under pressure again, had to roll. Oh, no, he caught that thing. I think he caught it. Let's see. Ball was moving. Oh, I don't know if he caught it. I don't know if he caught that. If that's the case, they're going to put a lot more time on this clock. Boy, I think they're probably... Yeah. So now they're going to have to put some more time on the clock as well, because the Cowboys ran about 20-something more seconds. Yeah. So instead of 3:01, we got 3:30 on the clock now. But we have 3rd and 9 instead of about a 3rd and 4. But you are in field goal range for what Aubrey's been able to hit this season. So you're at the 32-yard line here of the Chargers. Right.
So they're going to have time, but he just said Los Angeles is charged a timeout. Not sure about the timeout. We'll get a clarification on that. But with the incomplete pass, the 3:30 is correct.
Yeah, so there's 3:30 left now instead of 3:01. But 3rd and 9 for the Cowboys. So originally they tried to say the Chargers were going to be charged with a timeout, but no, there'd be no reason to charge them with a timeout. So the Chargers are going to have 2 timeouts left. But 3 minutes, 30 seconds. We got 3rd and 9 for the Cowboys. Dak is going to be in the shotgun. Tony Pollard kind of up in front of him to protect on. It looks like they're bringing at least one extra guy. They did. They pick it up. Dak looking left side, and Brandon Cooks with a big-time catch for the Dallas Cowboys and a first down. So they continue to be able to eat some clock. Big-time conversion, but Brandon Cooks is coming up big in this game. Had the touchdown catch earlier to put the Cowboys up and picks up a huge first down on 3rd and 9. Excellent throw from Dak. Brandon Cooks basically just runs a hook just past the first down marker. And the clock will continue to run here, under 3 minutes to go in this game. And they substituted late. So the Cowboys subbed, which means obviously the defense is also allowed to make a substitution. But the umpire came in. The umpire came in and wasn't letting him snap the ball yet. Dak snapped it anyway, and they blew it dead. Good thing that's not a penalty. But he's still not letting Dak snap this thing. Now he will. So the clock will continue to run. Full play clock. If I'm Dak, I'm running that thing all the way down. Yeah, if I'm Dak, I'm running that thing all the way down there, though. Because they reset the play clock to 25 seconds. I'm running that clock down as far as I possibly can, but instead they snapped it nice and quick and ran for no gain. I don't know. So 2 minutes, 36 seconds to go. The Chargers do call a timeout. They got one more left. But I tell you what, if you haven't seen the play that Dak Prescott made earlier to find Tony Pollard on 3rd down, he got away from a sack, rolled to his right, and found Tony Pollard in the middle of the field for a 60-yard gain that set up the Brandon Cooks touchdown that gave the Cowboys the lead. You got to look that thing up on, I'm sure it's on Twitter. I'm sure it's or X, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure it's on Instagram, probably TikTok. Play action. Dak's going to keep this thing, though. He's just going to scramble. But smart play by Dak, because now he makes the Chargers use their last timeout. Instead of him just throwing it away, he just kind of tucks it away, gets back to line of scrimmage, and goes down. Obviously, don't like to take a sack, but it's... Yeah, he's trying to find CD on a kind of like a post corner. But he definitely wasn't open. It would have been a really aggressive throw if he'd have tried to find CD. So 2 minutes, 28 seconds. Again, the Chargers are now out of timeouts, but the Cowboys have a 3rd and 10 here. You got to be just really smart. So Dak's in the shotgun. You got 3 receivers to the left. Jake Ferguson, the tight end, is by himself to the right. Tony Pollard will motion out. Dak takes the snap. He's going to throw right to Tony Pollard. Oh, he dropped it in the end zone. Oh, they ran a wheel route to Tony Pollard, and he was open. Oh, that's killer. Oh, man. He had Pollard for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Dang it, man. And here comes Brandon Aubrey for a 39-yard field goal attempt. This will give the Cowboys the lead, and he puts it right down the middle. So 20-17 Cowboys. The Chargers are going to have the football. 2:19 left, no timeouts. The only stoppage that they will have they'll have is the 2-minute warning. Sorry, there was a lot of whistles, so I wasn't sure if they were. Oh, man, if Dak could have made just barely better of a throw right there, that's 6 points. But he just overthrew it maybe a bit. Pollard kind of slowed down on his route too, but he threw it outside shoulder instead of inside. Oh, man. Man, Dak's still getting his neck rubbed down, though, from that hit from earlier. He definitely is uncomfortable, that's for sure. But yeah, 2 minutes, 19 seconds, and the 2-minute warning for Justin Herbert, who is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, obviously. And that's going to be a touchback. So Chargers will start from the 25-yard line. And here comes Herbert, who's had a pretty good game tonight. See if the Cowboys defense can come up big. Thank you so much for those that are watching. If you have not done so, please make sure, depending on where you're watching, obviously, you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow wherever you're watching. But I do greatly appreciate your viewership. Keenan Allen just way too easy. Gets 8 yards on first down there. There is a flag, though. But it looks like it's probably going to be, yep, it is going to be on the Cowboys. And they were offside on the build here.
Do you want 1st and 5 or 2nd and 3? Offside. Defense, number 11.
Micah Parsons called for offside.
He wants 1st and 5 as they get Micah Parsons for being offside. Well, what you'll see is with a lot of defenses, we'll see if they change it up. But on that last play, there's Parsons on the bottom. Got called, but
2:15 to go. 30-yard line is where the ball is. Herbert going to take off and run. He's going to slide, and this is probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I don't think they're going to run another play. Yeah, they're going to take it down to the 2-minute. Whew. Here we go, folks. It's going to be 2-minute warning here at SoFi. We'll see what the Cowboys defense can do here. If you're as good as you say you are, these are the moments where you come up big. They'll go to a commercial here, obviously, with it being the 2-minute warning, but a 3-point lead for the Cowboys. So we will see what ends up happening. But I will say this. Quarterbacks seem to thrive in these 2-minute situations, man, especially the really, really good ones. And Justin Herbert is definitely one of the really, really good ones. They just seem to be so dialed in these situations to get their teams in position to win or tie the game. So we'll see if Justin Herbert's able to do that. I will say this. The Cowboys really have been able to get pressure tonight. They have not gotten a sack yet, but they have had Justin Herbert under pressure on multiple occasions. There was a throw earlier where they were able to grab his arm just as he was throwing it. It affected the throw. There was another throw down towards the goal line when they had a goal to go situation where they they hit him, just about hit him as he was throwing it, and it affected the throw that should have probably been a touchdown. So, I mean, there's been definitely a few different occasions where they've been able to put him under pressure enough to affect his throws. But we'll see here. Again, just waiting for the commercial to be over. It looks like we're back here. All right, so we're going to have 2nd and 2 with 30 from the 33-yard line, excuse me. 2 minutes right on the dot to go, and the Chargers have no more timeouts, so they cannot stop the clock except for on an incomplete pass or if they get out of bounds. Here comes Herbert in the shotgun. Eckler's next to him. Back to throw. And there's Micah Parsons making his first appearance of the evening with a big-time sack on 2nd down. Micah Parsons. Let's go. Yes, ma'am, Bianca. That's a big-time play from Micah Parsons. And now it's 3rd and 10. Clock is running here, about a minute and a half to go. Herbert signaling to his receivers. He'll take the snap right at 1:30. Herbert under pressure again. Throwing. It's intercepted by Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to win this football game. Let's go. The defense comes up with a big-time play. Let's go. That's a big-time play from Stephon Gilmore. Micah Parsons with the sack. The Cowboys able to get pressure again right in Herbert's face, and Gilmore gets the interception. Micah Parsons with the sack, and then the following play, Stephon Gilmore comes up, and that's very clearly an interception. The Cowboys are going to win this football game, barring anything crazy in this last minute and 22 seconds. But this should just be the Tom Landry victory formation and get on out of SoFi and get back to Dallas with a W. That's a big-time win on Monday Night Football from the Dallas Cowboys. It's nice to have a win after the garbage that we got to see last week. 1 minute and 12 seconds, Bianca, but the clock is running. The Chargers can't stop it anymore, but Dak will have to snap it. Let me see. He'll have to snap it, I think, 2 more times, but he's just going to take a knee here, and we're going to call it a night, and the Cowboys are going to come out of this thing with a win after a huge, huge play from the defense. Micah Parsons with the sack, which, again, we were just talking about how the Cowboys hadn't gotten home to get a sack all night long, even though they'd put pressure. Let's see. Do the Cowboys have to snap it again? They don't. So that's the last play of the game, I believe. Let's see. It was right on 40 seconds when they snapped that thing, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Yep. No more snapping. That's the last snap of the game. The Dallas Cowboys hang on in SoFi for a 20-17 win over the Los Angeles Chargers. Dak Prescott leads the team down to kick a field goal that put them up 20-17. Chargers get the ball back with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left, are putting a nice little drive together. Right out of the 2-minute warning, Micah Parsons gets the Cowboys' first sack of the game. And on the next play, Justin Herbert throws the interception. And the Cowboys get out of this thing with a win. It is final here in SoFi. Big win for the Dallas Cowboys after an abysmal performance last week against the 49ers. Thank you so much to those who tuned in to the live. Please make sure to follow, like, share, all that fun stuff. You know, you've heard a million times from other creators. But this was a great win for the Dallas Cowboys. God bless. Have a great night, everybody.